All right, let's talk about budget guns. For a long time, the under $300 price point was a bit of a gamble, filled with firearms that you wouldn't trust to do much more than make noise. But the market has changed. The quality and feature sets we're seeing in this budget category have become so impressive that it's time to update the list. Here on the range, my favorite thing to do is find those diamonds in the rough, the guns that deliver serious performance for the money. And I promise you, every firearm on this list does exactly that. We're going to cover a wide spectrum of tools today. Everything from full-size 9mm and compact carry guns to shotguns and bolt-action rifles. No matter what job you need a firearm for, there's a budget-friendly option here for you. Every gun on this list has been through its paces on my range. These are my honest opinions, based on real-world testing. But let's be clear, guns in this price range can sometimes be a roll of the dice on quality control. So we've picked these based on their overall track record as well. And a final word of warning. A good gun under $300 is a fantastic tool. But they're a lot like a moped. They're a ton of fun, but you still don't want your buddies to catch you riding one. With that said, let's get into the top 10 guns under $300. Number 10. The Tisas PX9 Gen 3 Duty. Kicking off our list is a pistol I like to call the Turkish Delight, the Tisas PX9 Gen 3. Now, calling it a duty pistol is a bit of a stretch. I can't imagine many police departments adopting a $300 Turkish Glock clone. But that doesn't mean it isn't a damn good gun for the money. The PX9 is a striker-fired, polymer-framed pistol that is absolutely loaded with features. You get a 4-inch barrel that comes threaded from the factory, a bright fiber optic front sight paired with a blacked-out rear, a surprisingly good optics mounting system, and a trigger that is suspiciously good for this price point. Seriously, the trigger feels like it belongs on a pistol costing twice as much. The ergonomics are fantastic, with a grip that is very reminiscent of an Heckler & Koch VP9, complete with replaceable backstraps. It ships with a standard 18-round magazine and an extended 20-rounder. Through our initial 300 rounds of testing, it has been perfectly reliable. The only reason it's at number 10 on this list is because it's the gun I have the least amount of trigger time with. 300 rounds is a good start, but it's not a final verdict. Still, it was so impressive that it absolutely earned its spot. A compact 9mm like this is an incredibly versatile tool. It's big enough for home defense, but small enough for concealed carry. And if you've only got $300 for a firearm, the Tisas PX9 gives you a phenomenal starting point. Number 9. The H&R Single-Shot 20 gauge. At number 9, we have one of my all-time favorite firearms, the Harrington & Richardson Single-Shot 20 gauge. This was the very first shotgun my dad ever bought for me, and I took my first 3 deer with this exact gun, using nothing but the simple bead sight and rifled slugs. A smoothbore, single-shot 20 gauge might seem outdated, but I have been hitting 2-liter bottles with it at 100 yards since I was 14 years old. It is far more accurate than you would think. A shotgun is an incredibly versatile tool. You can use it for hunting, for home defense, or for just having fun at the range. And a single-shot action is the definition of reliability. But there is one glaring downside, which is why it sits at number 9. It is just one step above a musket. Like an aging movie star, it's only got one shot in it. And if you miss, it's going to take a while to reload. That said, with practice, you can get surprisingly fast. And in the vast majority of defensive shotgun uses, one shot is all that is needed. Trust me, if you put a fist-sized hole in an intruder, his friends are going to lose their enthusiasm for the home invasion business very quickly. For hunting, one shot is almost always all you should need. Number 8. The Savage Axis in 223 or 308. At number 8, we have the best bolt-action rifle you can get for under $300, the Savage Axis. I've owned 2 of these rifles over the years, and while I didn't love them, I definitely liked them. It comes in a huge variety of calibers, from 223 and 308 to 6.5 Creedmoor, if you want to try your hand at long-range shooting on a budget. These rifles are famously accurate and very reliable, but there are trade-offs. The bolt action is extremely rough right out of the box. It feels like it has gravel in the raceways. But for the money, it is a solid performer. It has a detachable box magazine, a lightweight composite stock, and many of them even come with a scope already mounted for under $300. Other than the rough bolt and the fact that it's not the best-looking rifle in the world, the Savage Axis will absolutely get the job done, whether you're hunting or ringing steel at the range. Number 7. The Radical Firearms AR-15. Now we come to a rifle that, by all rights, should not exist at this price point. The Radical Firearms AR-15. An AR-15 that is both reliable and accurate for under $400 is almost unheard of. This rifle comes with a 16-inch barrel, a 15-inch M-LOK free-float rail, and good quality B5 systems furniture. That is a massive step up from the cheap recycled A2 furniture that usually comes on budget ARs. It has a decent trigger and mil-spec controls. Now, I'm fudging the rules a little bit here, because this rifle isn't quite under $300. It's usually around $350. But the value it offers is so incredible that I had to include it. I bought this rifle myself for $350, so I know those deals are out there. Is it the most reliable AR-15 in the world? No. Is it a rifle you're going to be passing down to your grandkids? Probably not. But can you get a couple thousand rounds through it and consistently hit targets out to 200 yards without a malfunction? Absolutely, and that is incredibly impressive. If you are on an extreme budget and you want a bare-bones AR, this is a fantastic option. And if you're dead set on staying under 300, the honorable mention here goes to the Hi-Point carbine. But let's be honest, it's a significant downgrade, and it looks like something Ricky from Trailer Park Boys welded together in his shed. Number 6. The Ruger Security 380. At number 6, we have the Ruger Security 380. This is a compact 3-inch barreled pistol chambered in .380 ACP. It comes with both a 10-round and a 15-round double-stack magazine. It is ultra-lightweight, and the recoil is so soft it barely feels like you're shooting a centerfire pistol. This might just be the best carry gun on the market for the recoil-sensitive shooter. If a jar of pickles looks like a bank vault to you, this is your gun. Even though it's a soft-shooting 380, with modern defensive ammunition, it can absolutely do the job. It comes with a fiber optic front sight, a great trigger, and it is very easy to shoot accurately. It didn't make it higher on the list because, through our extensive testing, we have experienced a handful of malfunctions. But for this price point, its performance is still very impressive. You won't skimp on features, just on power. Number 5. The Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0. Now we are starting to get into the category of guns that you can absolutely bet your life on. At number 5, we have the Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0. This is a polymer-framed, striker-fired pistol with a 4-inch barrel and a 16+1 capacity of 9mm. You can consistently find this gun for an incredible $250. It has front and rear slide serrations, a durable nickel finish on the slide, and good steel 3-dot sights. The grip texture is excellent, and the new flat-face trigger is a massive improvement over the original SD9. It's almost as good as the trigger in Smith & Wesson's more expensive M&P line. This pistol is very reliable, very durable, and extremely easy to shoot well. If your budget for a do-it-all handgun is $250, you cannot go wrong with the SD9. It's made by a reputable company with a great warranty and a proven track record. Number 4. The Canik Mete MC9. This is the only Micro 9 to make our list, the Canik Mete MC9. At the $300 price point, you can get the bare-bones MC9, but that doesn't mean it's a bad gun. It is a polymer-framed, striker-fired pistol with one of the best out-of-the-box triggers in the industry. The pull is light and crisp, and the reset is short and tactile, allowing for incredibly fast follow-up shots. It comes with excellent steel sights, a direct mount optics cut for a shield RMS pattern red dot, and a very ergonomic grip. It is only 1 inch wide and comes with a 12-round capacity from the factory. Think of it as a budget Glock 26 on Ozempic. We have shot over 1,000 rounds through our MC9, and it has been both reliable and accurate. The only real downside is that, like all Micro 9s, it can be a bit snappy. Number 3. The the Ruger 1022. At number 3, we have what is arguably the most successful .22 long rifle ever made, the Ruger 1022. This semi-automatic .22 rifle is an absolute icon, and it is incredibly versatile. It is the quintessential hillbilly sniper rifle. All jokes aside, it is extremely accurate and very affordable to shoot. You can use it to hunt small game. You can use it to train new shooters, and with its non-existent recoil, it is a fantastic tool for practicing fundamentals. It is probably the most fun you can have with your pants on. There are as many variations of the 1022 as there are genders, with some models costing over $1,000. But the basic, bare-bones carbine can still be found for under $300, and it will give you the same legendary reliability and performance. Number 2. The CZP-10C. The best 9mm pistol for less than $300 is, without a doubt, the CZP-10C. When you're talking about budget guns, it is impossible not to mention CZ. The P-10C is the hipster king of the budget gun world. It is a 9mm striker-fired pistol with a 4-inch barrel, one of the best factory triggers on the market, a phenomenal grip, and excellent steel sights. The versions under $300 are not optics ready, but they still give you a feature set that is unmatched at this price point. It has front slide serrations, a tri-top slide, and a very low bore axis, which makes it an incredibly soft shooting and flat shooting pistol. The P10 series is one of the most reliable and most shootable platforms on the market today, at any price, and the fact that you can get this level of performance for under $300 is simply astounding. Number 1. The Mossberg Maverick 88. And coming in at number 1, the undisputed king of the budget guns, is the Mossberg Maverick 88. This is the most reliable, durable, and dependable home defense shotgun that you can get for under $300. In some cases, you can even find them for less than $200. It has a 7+1 capacity, and because it is a pump action, it will cycle anything you feed it, from the cheapest birdshot to high-end buckshot and slugs. It is essentially a budget version of the legendary Mossberg 500, and it can accept most Mossberg 500 accessories, which means you can upgrade it over time. The only real downside to the Maverick 88 is the recoil. A 12-gauge shotgun has a lot of kick to begin with, and this is a very lightweight gun with flimsy furniture, which makes it even more pronounced. This gun recoils a lot like Lizzo driving a Chevy Tahoe into your shoulder. But the stock can be replaced, and with practice, the recoil can be managed. If you are looking for one gun for home defense, and your budget is under $300, I would absolutely recommend the Mossberg Maverick 88 over anything else on this list. It will work all the time, every time. So there you have it, my top 10 guns for under $300. Did I miss anything? Is there a gun you would have put on this list instead? Let me know your own top picks in the comment section below. If you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, stay safe and keep shooting.